Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amy Williams, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It is Monday, July 10th. Typically, I do my videos on Sundays, but yesterday, as I was in the middle of getting ready and about to start, my son texted and said, "Hey, Mom, what are you doing?" And I hadn't seen him since Mother's Day, and I said, "Nothing. What do you want?" And he asked if he could come over, him and his girlfriend, and I was so excited. So we ended up spending the day with them. It was a lovely, lovely day and really enjoyed it. But so I didn't have time last night to do it, but I was very excited because I'd already planned the card. I've already had these thoughts, and so I really wanted to make sure I got that out to you today. So there's a lot happening in Stampin' Up! Right now. So really think about, there's new online exclusives. There is an adorable truck set that has a punch with it, and it has all these things. It has Christmas, but it's really an all year stamp because it's got flowers. It's got, you know, like fresh daily or something like that. I can't remember, but anyway, it's super cute. Mine's on order, so someday it'll come in and I will get to show it to you. I will as soon as it comes. They're also having bonus days. So when you spend $50, or for every $50 you spend, you get a $5 gift certificate to use, or e-card, I guess, to use in August. So anything you buy in the month of July, every $50, you want to save that email and use that point. So, and that reminds me that first, if you could please like and subscribe, I would truly appreciate that. That's something I'm really trying to get my name out there and really get going. And so it really helps me every time you do that. All of my information is below. So if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be honored to be that person. So, you know, let me know if there's any way I can help you, but I would love to help you do, to meet your creative needs, because I know that for me, this is a huge part of my life. And that creativity just really is something I feel like I'm thinking about all the time. So it's pretty exciting. All right, I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. This is kind of a mixture of something I saw online, but then something I saw on Creativity Now. As a demonstrator, you have some perks that you can choose to go to, and this was an event they had called Creativity Now, where they had different demonstrators demonstrating different things, and she did a technique, and I kind of loved it, and so we're going to use it. If you know me, you know I love embossing paste, so I'm going to use some embossing paste today. Let me flip the camera around and show you what I did. Here we go. All right. Ta-da! Oh, how exciting. You see nothing. I'm kidding. Let me pull this over like that. Okay, I think you're going to be able to see everything if I do that. All right, so let's start here. Here is the card we're going to do. I know I'm using Pool Party again today. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. This is what I did. So I want you to look at this. This is the squares are using our decorative mask. And then the eucalyptus leaves, I don't know if you can see, but they are, let me put my glasses on so I can see. They are 3D. Yeah, I think you can kind of see right there. So this is embossing paste. So I'm going to show you how I did that today. That's the main thing I want to show you today. So here's the thing. I'm going to show you some things. Here was my first one. It didn't come out so well. I used lemon lime twist here. Then I used granny apple green over top of that. And then this is mellow moss. We're going to color the embossing paste. So that is the first one, which I didn't like. And I was like, you know, those colors just aren't me. So I had to go back to the blues because I really wanted to use the eucalyptus. So here's one I made yesterday. This was the one I was going to use when I did the video. I was all ready to go. But then this morning and overnight, I was like, you know, what would happen if you did it with the shimmer? And so, you know, if you know me, you're going to do the shimmer because Oh my gosh, I love this embossing paste. Okay, so let me show you how I did that. Now, I'm gonna start with a piece of Pool Party that is 5.5 by 4.25. Now I have a little piece of washi tape on the back, and I just have that there because I don't want this to slip while we're doing it. And this to me is the best way to do that, you know, rather than taping the sides, because, you know, I don't like to do that. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, and I can see that I have that not quite straight, so I'm going to lift that up, and I'm going to, oh, see, come on, hold on. I'm going to do that again because I want to make sure it's straight. All right. Don't call me anal Amy for nothing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our decorative masks, and this is one of 4 that come in a pack. Here's the rest of the pack. Oh no, there's 5. There's a smaller square that you can certainly use. I love this one. I use this one all the time. Then there's this one that I use this one a lot too. And then there are these that are kind of really cool because you have the cutout, but you also have this. The other one is over here somewhere that you can use. It's stuck to this one that you can use as well. So this is a pack. I absolutely love our masks, and I love when they add new ones. I always get them because I think they're so neat to have. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by putting this square down, okay? And I'm going to use washi tape just to put it down. You can put Post-it note tape. You can use whatever you want. It's kind of confusing me because I've got like lines on top of lines, and I've got to look at what ones are straight and ones aren't. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put washi tape on this side right here. And then I'm going to put washi tape down here like that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Pool Party, okay, and I'm going to take my brush that's Pool Party. Now, the blending brushes, you can absolutely, you don't have to use one for every color, but I do because I'm anal about it. Okay, so I'm going to tap it off a bit. I don't need to tap Pool Party off a bit terribly, but I'm going to do it a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go around. And the main places I want Pool Party to show are here and here. So I'm not as concerned with, you know, the bottom, the side, okay? All right. But I do want to get that. And I kind of don't want these completely full. Like I don't want the whole area completely full, even when I start doing the Lost Lagoon, because I want to add, you know, just a little bit of, I don't know, dimension, I guess. Yes, that's it, dimension. All right, there we go. That's all I'm going to do with the Pool Party. Now I'm going to bring in Lost Lagoon, and I am losing my hair. Oof. All right, there we go. And let's do some Lost Lagoon. Well, good job, Amy. All right. There's that. And I've got my Lost Lagoon. Now, this one is really juicy, so I am definitely going to tap it off every time. Oh, wait. No, that's not what I want to do yet. Duh. Amy, stop. All right. I got to move my mask. So here's how it looks right now. Cool. But what I want to do is I want to move it just a bit. Okay. Up and over. Try to do it, I'm trying to get it even, okay? So I'm going to do just like that. All right, so now I'm going to do Lost Lagoon. All right, so you can see that there is this line that's the Pool Party that doesn't show, and I want to definitely kind of blur that line. I don't really want that to be there, so I'm kind of doing it around in a circle. It'll be there a little bit, but I'm trying to get it kind of gone. I don't know why. But I also don't want to completely saturate the color all through the middle. Does that make sense? I don't know. I hope I make sense, but I do wonder sometimes. See, I like how that little bit of lightness comes in there. And this will fade a little bit, I think, as time goes. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep going a little bit, all the way down. I'm trying to do that, but I'm not doing as good a job, I think, as I did last time. And you can see I've got this little bit down here at the bottom that needs to be gotten. All right, let's see. Let's do this one. I don't feel like I got that one very well. All right, I think I'm going to call this done. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. And it just kind of looks just a little off center. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to put this back down. And now I'm going to do my mask for the flower, or the hibiscus, or eucalyptus. Oh. All right, so now when the lady did it on there, she used cardstock, and somebody said, oh, you can use a window sheet, then you can use it over and over. Well, I did do a window sheet, and I'm going to be honest, I felt that I found, I don't know if you can see this, the window sheet did not cut very well. I don't know why. And it's a little flimsy, and and our window sheets are pretty thick. So like you can see how it kind of broke there and it kind of broke there. So for me, this didn't work. Now I've already made my mask, but I wanted to show you a couple of things. First of all, you need to be very careful of how you position your dies on there. And I'm going to show you what dies that I use. I use this textured floral dies, and I was drawn to this set the minute I saw it, mainly because of these dies that are more, they're not cut out, you know, I don't know what you call them, somebody called them bonus dies. So this reminds me of my fiddle leaf fig. It's not, but I love it, and it reminded me of that. I love the look of eucalyptus because it has a little bit of green in there, or blue. And then I thought this was so pretty. I love these. This is a beautiful stamp set with it. I'm not using it today, but so this is the one I used for this, okay? And I'm going to show you when you're positioning it, because I made mistakes. So when you're positioning it, if you, like, my first thing I did was positioned it like this, because basically you're kind of die cutting like we would stamp a background, you know. But if you do it like this, then what you just did was cut all of this off, okay? So really you just started here, and it doesn't do. And then I did this one. So you can see I did one like this, and then I flipped it and did it like this. But quite honestly, it just doesn't look right. I just didn't like it. So that was gone. So after other practices and messing up, here's what I have come to the conclusion of. I liked when I placed this more coming from the outside in, okay? I do have a whole one there, but these from the outside in, I felt like this was really the best look, okay? So I'm going to put it on here, and I have this one only. I actually have it the same size. I meant to make it a bit bigger, but that's okay. It all works. We're gonna be just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down before I prep my space for the embossing paste, because I don't want the embossing paste to dry. So this does need to be pretty on here, pretty good, because as I say, I was kind of an idiot, and I didn't remember. I was so excited about using the embossing paste, the shimmer. I think that's what it was, because I was pretty excited. All right, so I'm going to put this here, and you can see that I'm putting more than of normal things. I wouldn't maybe normally put this much on something, but I am for this, okay? Because I I really need it to stay down, okay? Really needs to stay down. And if I could figure out how to put like a dab of glue there, I would, but I'm not that smart, so let's be honest. Okay, we're gonna do that one, and then I'm gonna do one more here in the corner because I wanna make sure it stays down. Okay, so there is this. We're gonna leave this here, and now we're gonna prepare our embossing paste, okay? So we have several different kinds of embossing paste. Okay, now when you buy your embossing paste, it comes with 3 different spatulas. And this is one of them. There's 2 more, but they seem to have run away. Let's just be honest. I don't know where they are. They ran away. And I've looked everywhere for them. So this is the one I have, and I think it's really the very best one to use. So, hey, there we go. All right. There's 2 different kinds of embossing paste. There's shimmery white, and there is embossing paste. Now, on my original card, on this one, I use the embossing paste, which I love. But sometimes you want a little shimmer, and you can see I just kind of messed that up. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Gosh, that makes me angry. I'm going to see if I can do a tiny little thing. I'm going to put it right there. I'll put that right on it. We're going to see. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. So we're going to use embossing paste. I'm sorry, that was totally a thing. All right. So we're going to use the embossing paste. Now, I keep it in the bag. I keep it very tightly closed, and because I don't want it to dry out. I have bought a second one of this because these are almost out. I have used quite a bit of it, but I just love it. Okay, so you can see when I take this off, it comes white, and this one is the shimmery. So I don't know if you can see the shimmer, but it is in there. So this is a lot of space to cover with your embossing paste. So be generous. You are going to need quite a bit. So I'm going to add that, and I'm actually even going to add a tad more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to do this and put that to the side. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add Pretty Peacock ink refill. And I'm going to start with 1. Now, here's the thing. You can, if you run out and don't have enough, you can definitely make more, but you are never going to get the same shade. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to happen. I tried it on that first one. I ended up having to do the whole thing. All right, so this is not as dark as what I did before. And I think I'm going to make it a hair darker. I think I do kind of like that dark. So we're going to add a little bit more, and I'm going to mix it together. All right. This still is not as dark as I have been doing it. Maybe a little more. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. The last time I got it like a little too dark, so I'm just a little bit worried. All right. All right, this is gonna do. It's gonna be fine. And I'm not sure I have enough. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I just don't think that's gonna be enough. All right, but I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna do the best we can. Okay, so what you do is you take it off and then you just push it on, okay? Now, I think it's better to go with this. Don't try to go like when this would go up. I want to make sure I'm going to go down with it, okay? I want to go down. And then this one, I'm going to go this way, okay? See what I'm doing there? Okay, and then I'm going to take this one. All right. And this, you can see I'm just kind of reusing that's on top. It looks like maybe I got the perfect amount. I'm just gonna pull this a little bit more. So I want to make sure I have all of it on there. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay, so now I have this. Doesn't really look like a whole lot, does it? I'm going to go ahead and peel this off right now. So you really want to go ahead and peel it off as soon as you're done. Okay, so I'm going to get my washi tape and I'm going to pull it up. And you can kind of see how that did. Okay. Look how pretty. Okay, so there's that. We're going to throw that away. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this off because, you know, once this dries, it's kind of glue-like. Okay, so there is that one. All right. And that is that. Okay. That's with the pretty peacock. Now, you're going to see on the one that I did earlier, it's much, much darker. And I think I probably like the darker. I kind of wanted to see what the light did. And this has to dry. So we're not going to use this one, although it came out pretty darn perfect. But we're going to take that one aside and we're going to let that dry. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because we don't really need that anymore. Now we're going to put the card together because, you know, that's what we're here for. Okay, so I'm going to start with my piece of pretty peacock. Let me get a towel. Hang on. We're probably not going to use this. Oh, but we can. I bet if we turn it like, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that because we're going to cover it and it won't matter, right? Exactly. Okay. Okay. Now, so in my original card, I have not cut this one down. So I do need to cut this down because I just did it straight onto there, but I think I want to add this on there, this coral. I just think it needed a little bit extra. So I'm going to cut this down. Okay. And I'm going to take a 1/4 inch. Now I always make these a little bigger because there's always places I mess up. So I know I'm going to take off a 1/4 inch here. And I know that this is the side I want to take the 1/4 inch off, but I think actually I need to take off a 1/2 inch, right? Let's make sure. Yeah, I need to take a 1/2 inch. That's what I thought. All right. Let's see. So we'll take another 1/4 inch off this bottom because I don't really want that there anyway. And then we're going to take another 1/4 inch off of this because honestly, this got smudged, but we're gonna hide it. Don't worry. Okay, so we're gonna hide that. It's gonna look gorgeous. Don't worry. Okay, so you can see on this, I wanted to die cut, you know, one of these. All right, and so why waste a scrap piece when this is not going to show? So I die cut it from there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to this. Let me get, oh, it still has that on there. I don't need that. All right. And put this on here. Just like that. And I'm going to put this like this. I'm not going to put it on here yet because I want to do that. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to add my spray, I guess. And I have some that I did in Lost Lagoon. And these are, honestly, what these are the scraps from these, okay? I use those. All right. I also did a pretty peacock one, or I have some that, this one's a pool party. And I kind of like pool party in there, so I think I'm going to add that like that. Okay, and then I definitely want, let's see, I'm trying to figure out how I want this. I think that with that, and then this is Petal Pink. So I'm going to do that. I have to decide if I want to add anything to the bottom. And that is the question. But I think if I do, then I'm probably taking away from the work we did. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do that. And so when I do this, I'm actually using my glue for this because I feel like I don't want the top to be glued down. And I think with this kind of thing, this is the easiest. I think this, okay, let's see if I can. All right. Do you ever have this happen with your glue? Huh? I do. And so I tap it and go, yeah, come on out. And it doesn't. So then, let me see. Let me see if I can find this. This, I think I got it some kind of a scrapping place. It was 25 cents, so you know it was a long time ago. All right, there we go. That's the only reason I use this tool is for that glue. And as I say, 25 cents. Maybe the best 25 cents I ever spent, all right? Okay. Ah, come back. All right, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, I'm just getting this top because I don't want too much, you know? And then I think I did this one next. Okay, do that right there. And then I'm gonna do one of the coral, cameo coral. I love this color. Oh, I don't use it enough. Really, I don't think I use this color near enough. Put that kind of like that. I'm doing this first so it dries before I do my other piece. Okay. Let's add a piece of this Lost Lagoon right here. And then we'll add Petal Pink. Like that. I like this little flower thing. I just think it's pretty. Okay. Okay. There we go. So there is that. Now I want to stamp my sentiment. And I've already got them cut. And I used my corner punch for this. This is the corner punch, which I really love. And for the sentiment, I'm actually using Timeless Arrangements. And this stamp set has so much. I just wanted things that were, oh, there's something on it. You know, small and long, which really I didn't end up doing small because what I used was two different stamps. A very big thank you. And I put them together onto my block and I pushed them as far as I could together. And here's what I found. So, and I used my, down here, I used this to line them up. But I found that if my hands were just a little bit wet, that I could move them and they didn't stick. So that is what I found. Okay, so now I'm gonna ink this up. And this is a 1/2 inch long and I don't know how, half an inch wide and I don't know how long. It's barely gonna fit, but that's gonna be okay. I'm hopefully gonna do it right. Okay, let's see. Oh, it did pretty good. A little bit there, but I'm gonna go with it. Okay, so then I'm gonna add it to this, which is the cameo coral, which I don't think that's cameo coral. I think I'm totally lying. Hold on. Yeah, it's Calypso coral. Cameo coral was about 5,000 years ago, but it was a really pretty color, so probably why I'm still saying it. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to glue this on to here. Got that a little off. That's okay. And again, I just eyeball measurements on this for how long. I just kind of, oh, that'll work. All right, now I'm going to use some ribbon. And I love using ribbon. And so I want it to kind of go like this. But it's hard to do it here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my glue and I'm gonna go all the way across to the very end here. Then I can take my ribbon and go like this and go like this and then twist it here. I want one at the top and one at the bottom. I didn't do that the first time. One here and then one like that. So then I've got them all, I know they're gonna show. I know it's gonna be wide enough. Oh, I missed it, okay. And then I'm gonna put this a little bit, trim that off a little bit, and then you've got this. And it's gonna go right here, okay? I might actually pull that in just a little bit. And I might pull this in a little bit, I think. Let's see, now let's look at it. Yeah, I like that better. Ta-da. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add dimensionals to this to pop it up, okay? Stick that down a little bit. 3 and 4. I always make this whole card before I say that, in my head I do. I probably forget sometimes, but I like to make the card before I stick it down in case I screw up, which if you know me, you know it happens a lot. All right, so a very big thank you. I'm gonna put it kind of in the middle of this. It's probably a little bigger than it should be. It is a little bigger than it should be. It probably should be a little smaller. Let's see. You know what? I am going to clip this just a bit because this is a little long. So I'm going to make that a little shorter. And I'm going to make that a little shorter. And that's just the way it's going to be. Okay. So there we go. A very big thank you. Now I want this to pop off the page, but I like a bigger pop sometimes than what Dimensionals give. So I'm going to use these strips. I love them. Oh, I think I have something on there. I love them because they are a little bit, they're just poppier. I like poppy. I like to pop. All right. So let's see. Let's do another one this way. And another one this way. And I am going to do one in the middle, just a little one in the middle. If you don't have this tape and you want it a little poppier too, because you can see it is a little thicker than the Dimensionals, just use 2 Dimensionals one on top of each other. If you don't have this and you want it poppier. Poppier, poppier. Just kidding. Okay. All right. You can see, yep, that's on there, but guess what? It's not on there now. Oh, I will say that when you put this down, it's there. So you want to make sure you've got it lined up. So here is my final card. I'm going to be honest, I really do like it better with the bit of coral behind it. And I really like this shimmery embossing paste. I love it. I hope you guys like this card. If you ever have any questions, please reach out to me. I am always here for you. I hope that you have a fantastic week and do something creative. Bye.